Welcome back to CryptoWealthy Channel, guys. In today's episode, with a cold cup of coffee, good morning to you, good day or good evening from wherever you're watching this video. We're going to go through the Bitcoin price. It seems like that we found over here our top. We're going to go also through the link trade that we did and discussed and update you in the previous 2 to 3 videos. And also we're going to go through some interesting news because many people are often mentioning cryptocurrency space and the Bitcoin in general, which this could give us a sign that we are in some major bull market, right? That something is preparing behind the scenes. And now let's begin. So very quick, we're going to do update on the Bitcoin price on the lower time frames because we did this technical analysis in the previous few days in a row, if I remember good. So we're not going to, waste too much time over here. As we can see, we broke this little tunnel that we had, or let's say flag that we had. And if we zoom out a little bit, we can even switch on the daily chart to see what is going on. And we can put one horizontal line over here on 13,950. And you can see that the Bitcoin found level of resistance already there. We actually declined pretty heavily with this big red candle, but the day is long and we will see for how long we are going to stay on these levels. Are we going to actually retrace? We're going to enter back into this tunnel, which could indicate us, a weakness of the bulls over here. One of the reasons for that is also because Bitcoin entered the zone of overbought over here on the RSI, and we can see that the Bitcoin is there already for 7 and more days, which is pretty much good sign, for retrace into the healthier zone over here, which could lead us, to chill off and try to retest $14,000 one more time. We can also see on the daily chart that the Bitcoin did not retest 20 exponential moving average over here for around approximately 11 days or even more. So this could indicate also for one more retrace to retest some of the moving averages. If we bring the 4 simple moving averages, we can see that we are forming some sort of a formation for the bullishness over here. 50 is crossing the 100 over here, and over here we have 20 simple and 20 exponential moving average. We all know that one of them is slower than another, but nevertheless we are still far away from both of them. It seems like that we are going to see retest. And one thing we need to mention over here, that this tunnel over here that the Bitcoin was in the previous 1 month or so did not retest the resistance that we break, or let's say support in this case scenario. So there is a possibility that the Bitcoin and the bulls are going to let bears take the profits, which could be of course good to retrace, to actually retest this trend line over here and then try to retest again this level of resistance. So make sure to observe those levels. Right now we are declining, but that doesn't mean that we are going to decline maybe tomorrow, or maybe we will just dump to this previous resistance, or in this case scenario is support, to bounce back and get more strength back and push towards $14,000. We will see how this will play out, but definitely this is the good sign, because now we know where the resistance is lying for sure and what Bitcoin must do in order to see $20,000. And this is by my calculations, one of the last big resistances towards $20,000. Now, if we switch on the link chart over here, as you can see, link or ChainLink is already in the uptrend, in perfectly good uptrend that we covered, I think yesterday on the day before. And you can see that right now actually we are retesting 20 exponential moving average on the daily chart, and you can see that we are in the perfectly good way to the upside. Unfortunately, we dumped a little bit from these highs where we were in the gains, but I still didn't close this position. So we will see how this will play out. Of course, I'm going to be on the zero if we become stopped, but also one situation that we need to mention is if we manage to retest this support over here one more time, this line that the ChainLink retested a few times, then I'm going to enter position one more time, which pretty much is 0-0, and it will give me a bigger chance to catch a bigger wave to the upside. So this is one of the reasons why I didn't close position, over here on this resistance. I'm going to wait 0 if it's needed to enter position one more time and let the price push to the upside. Also, very healthy thing that I need to say about Link is the RSI, and the indicators are showing perfectly healthy growth to the upside because we let the bears take the profits and then they let us bulls push the price to the upside. So this is very beautiful what I can see on the Link, which is not the case with the Bitcoin, who is overextended a little bit on both of those indicators, MACD and RSI included, especially because of the divergences and everything that is happening. And also we need to say, if we take one trend line, we can see that the ChainLink is making lower highs on the RSI. It's getting out the bearish zone below level of 50 right now, trying to find level of support on it, and we're going to see how this will play out in the next few days. Also, a lot depends on the Bitcoin and S&P 500, but lately it seems like that the Bitcoin does not follow S&P 500. You know, in the previous days, S&P was pretty much dumping over here in the previous 7 days or even more, but when you see the Bitcoin over here, you can see that the Bitcoin is doing totally opposite something. We mentioned this also in the yesterday's video, so make sure to check it out. It was good technical analysis on everything. So we will see what the Bitcoin plans to do with this candle over here. For now, so far so good. We found our level of resistance, and that's it for today of the Bitcoin price, but everything can happen. Also, if we switch over here and check out our divergence, it seems like that we are fading away. You know, we are getting away from the divergences that we mentioned because Bitcoin was way overextended and way in that divergence zone. But right now it seems like that we are having some sort of a exaggerated divergences on the RSI, but I'm not sure if it's going to play out. For now, everything is okay. Now, switching to the news, crypto scammers deface Trump campaign website 1 week from elections. This is interesting, guys. One of United States President Donald Trump's re-election campaign website was briefly defaced yesterday, according to an October 28th article on TechCrunch. Hackers managed to replace DonaldJTrump.com's usual campaign rhetoric and request for donations with a spoof of the FBI's. This site has been seized. The unknown attackers claim to have obtained strictly classified information and encouraged people to essentially vote on whether they want the data released using payments to 2 Monero wallets. It's time to allow the world to know truth. The website contained no sensitive data, according to Trump's campaign communications director, who confirmed that the attack in a tweet. Earlier this evening, the Trump campaign website was defaced, and we are working with law enforcement authorities to investigate the source of the attack. There was no exposure, no sensitive data, because none of it is actually stored on the site. The website has been restored. Very interesting and very brave from the hackers who managed to do this. One of the reasons why I brought this news is because imagine if the website was on the blockchain. Could they do it so easily? Maybe they could do it, but not so easily. So this is one of the reasons also why blockchain technology is one of the most important ones in today's world, because hackers are getting more advanced and advanced. Next one, also very interesting. McAfee continues to promote cryptocurrencies from his Spanish jail cell. Cointelegraph interviews antivirus pioneer John McAfee on the state of blockchain from his conference in Barcelona, Spain. Guys, he's still shilling cryptocurrencies in the jail. With regard to PayPal's recent announcement, McAfee said PayPal's acceptance of cryptocurrencies signals, I believe, a new wave of cryptocurrency acceptance worldwide. Governments around the world will have to get used to cryptocurrencies. It seems like that the Donald J. Trump's website did use it. We will see very soon a new movement into using cryptocurrencies as transactions rather than as get-rich-quick schemes. This is why I developed the private Ghost stablecoin, which I think he abandoned. Let me know in the comment section down below if you know more of that, but I think he abandoned this stablecoin as he stated in the previous news or so. Yeah, my work with Ghost revolved entirely around our development of the world's first private stablecoin, McAfee explained. Version 1 will be a wrapped DAI, later we'll be having a new stable private blockchain. Holders of Ghost will share all transaction fee profits for the stablecoin. Alibaba's Jack Ma praises the disruptive nature of digital currencies. Jack Ma, the now-retired founder of Alibaba Group, recently spoke to a crowd of bankers of regulators at the Bund Summit in Shanghai about the role digital currencies will likely play in the future global financial system. Now, this is very interesting because if I remember good, he was very against cryptocurrencies. I may be wrong, but I do believe that he was so, but he was actually good for the blockchain technology. He was on a good side about the blockchain technology, but not about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Let's see what he has to say. Digital currency could create value, and we should think about how to establish a new type of financial system through digital currency. He opined that the current financial system governed by Basel Accords is too conservative and does not fit China's growing economy. Wow! After the Asian financial crisis, the risk control highlighted in the Basel Accords has been only focused on risk control, not on development, and rarely do they consider opportunities for young people and developing countries. Very interesting, but as you can see, and as I promised, many big names are mentioning cryptocurrencies. Let's go to the next one. Whoa, what is this, guys? Bitcoin becoming less risky as an investment, Novogratz says. This news, similar news, we read, I think, 2 days ago or something like that. I'm not remembering very well because I'm making videos every single day. Investing big money into Bitcoin 10 years ago came with immense uncertainty. Now buying the asset carries less risk, according to the ex-hedge fund manager. Let's see what he has to say. On a risk-adjusted basis, BTC is an easier bet today than it has ever been, Novogratz said in an October 27 tweet. It's being de-risked daily. Adjusted by its volatility, Bitcoin has presented the best return in 1 or 2 years against all other asset classes. Cointelegraph Markets contributor Marcel Peckman said when asked to weigh in on Novogratz tweet, few investors expect gold to rally 60%, but it never went below -8%, so the sharp index adjusts returns based on volatility. I don't think Bitcoin is going to be used as a transactional currency anytime in the next 5 years, Novogratz said in an interview with Bloomberg TV posted on October 23rd. Bitcoin is being used as a store of value, and I'm agreeing with him. And I'm going to show you actually why. People are worried that the central banks around the world are debasing fiat currencies. Now look at this, guys. He said Bitcoin is being used as a store of value, and one of the reasons for that is because it is expensive. And if we switch just to the next news over here, Bitcoin fees spiked 200% almost, but Ethereum still more profitable. The percentage of Bitcoin miner revenue from fees increased to 22.25% in the past hour, 24-hour MA. It's the highest observed value since January 2018, so after the bull market in 2017, guys. This is from Glassnode over here and live chat. And over here we have a chart, as you can see, very big fees for the Bitcoin, and this is one of the reasons this cannot be used as a currency, and that's pretty much period. Switching to the next one over here, we have something interesting. Awesome interactive NFT artwork shows effects of sponsoring kids. Anyone who holds a copy of the NFT will see it change as the Bitcoin donations come in. A former baseball player has created a non-fungible token time sensitive artwork piece that allows crypto holders to donate Bitcoin to enable 2 African American boys to fulfill their dreams. Wow, very interesting and very good from his side, right? Johnson's spokesperson said the mission of this work started by simply wanting to empower the 2 youth by letting them see themselves in high art, but quickly turned into an important use case for Bitcoin in the Black community. Johnson is illuminating new and innovative means to combine art and blockchain technology to showcase how Bitcoin has the ability to provide a liberating alternative financial system to the Black community, which have notoriously been victims of a racist and oppressive banking system. Very interesting, and I must say pretty good and niched thing over here. We need to say that the blockchain and art to mix those things and niche it so much. Pretty good, I must admit this. Now going to the next one, also one very interesting news over here or data, MicroStrategy's crypto holdings may be paying off more than its business. Wow. With Bitcoin's rises past 13.7, the company's BTC holdings are currently worth more than $525 million. This is insane, guys. So according to a data published October 27th by independent crypto researcher Kevin Rocky, MicroStrategy has earned more from its Bitcoin investment than it did through its actual businesses for the last 3 years from Q1 and Q2. Imagine this, you have your own firm which is going pretty good with the businesses, right? You are earning, but your investment, that money that you invested actually is doing much better and you are earning with it much better than with your own business. Pretty amazing. MicroStrategy is already up $100 million from buying Bitcoin. Look at this, guys. This is insane. So this is the net income from the business itself of the MicroStrategy, and over here the Bitcoin profits that they had. This is amazing to see. Imagine what would happen if they actually don't sell these Bitcoins on $20,000, on $50,000, $100,000, and I do think that they will not sell it. If they're going to sell it, they're going to sell maybe half of them. But this is going to be amazing to see in the future. I think the Cointelegraph will follow this news, and I'm going to try to actually find it again and to see what is going on over here in $20,000 Bitcoin, 30, 40, and so on. And so on. So to remind ourselves what happened here, MicroStrategy initially purchased 21.4 thousand Bitcoins in August for $250 million, adopting the cryptocurrency as its primary reserve asset. Following the initial investment, the firm bought an additional 16.7 thousand Bitcoins for $175 million. Through the company added digital asset to its quarterly financial report for the first time in Q3, and so on and so on. But this was the important to see when they came into the market. Very, very interesting news over here. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about cryptocurrency space right now? Are you bullish or are you bearish? Are you trading something, guys? What are you doing? What do you think about the Bitcoin right now, about this movement, the day that we had after, you know, the boldness over here on this candle? We almost had no weeks over here. And let me know, what do you think about Link trade over here? Also, VeChain is still down, so we will wait recovery of the VeChain before we enter any position whatsoever. Now, I think this is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And until the next episode, happy trading and goodbye.